details that need to be included in the stories. But we also want to, whereas we see quite an improvement in terms of researching on the articles, but we would, of course, call for more, because the more the story is researched, the greater it's able to convey the details of what that era is all about. And so, let's welcome the winners.
Thank you so much. Let's give him another warm hand of applause. And now we're getting into the real part of the program, the award ceremony itself. Remember, the establishment of Ejea was based on the realization that there was inadequate energy reporting in the country, and where stories on the sector were published either had factual errors as well as some distortions. There was therefore a need to work with the media to address these challenges by building their capacities on energy issues and providing incentives for them to establish energy stories through a recognition mechanism, which is why we're here today, and of course, hence the establishment of Ejea. Okay, we'll go right into it, and I'd like to invite the Kenya Power Managing Director and CEO, Dr. Ben Chumo, who will give the Power Generation Award. Karibu sana, Dr. Chumo.
A citation of generation. That the current generation mix is predominantly geothermal, hydro, and a bit of thermal. The rest is renewable cogeneration. The country is endowed with significant amounts of new and renewable energy resources, such as wind, solar, geothermal, small hydros, and biomass. About 61%, 2318 megawatts, of targeted 5538 megawatts, under 5,000 megawatts plus of new installed electricity generation capacity is to be from renewable energy and will be of significant role in the country's energy mix and reduction of thermal diesel electricity generation plants. Renewable energy, RE, from bioenergy, wind, solar, offers a sustainable path towards energy security and economic development for nations around the world, while also meeting the need to mitigate climate change and reduce local air pollution. Article interrogating the transformation of our power generation system were to be considered. This is the guy. Wow. And the winner in this category is, let's put our hands for Ruth Care Radide.
A big hand of congratulations. A big hand to Ruth Kadide. She's the winner in the Power Generation category, and she's from Bahra radio station. Let's give her another warm hand of applause.
Thank you very much. If you had written on that, it has gone. There are many more years which are coming. So keep writing. The next category is geothermal power generation. This one shall be given by the GDC MD, Engineer Johnson Ole Nchoe, who will do the citation, then call upon the winner for that category. General Power Generation Geothermal Development Company sponsored it, and we shall have the citation done by the GDC MD.
So for this particular category, this is the citation. Kenya and the world at large are now focusing their energies in the production and capacity to produce the benefits of clean energy to Kenya and to other parts of Africa through energy trade. At 614 megawatts of geothermal power on the grid, Kenya is the 8th largest global producer. The untapped potential of geothermal on the floor of the Rift Valley is estimated at 10,000 megawatts. Insightful stories on the contribution of geothermal power to the national energy mix are to be considered. That is the citation. And the winner is, I would like you to put your hands together to congratulate the winner. And the winner is, for this category, Ebi Agina KTN.
A big hand of congratulations to Adi Agina from KTN. We're now moving on to the Power Transmission and Infrastructure Award, and for that we'll call Albert Mugo, the CEO and Managing Director of KenGen, to award this particular one.
This is a citation for the power infrastructure and transmission. A robust transmission infrastructure enhances reach, access, and availability of reliable electric power. The country is currently engaged in the construction of high-voltage transmission lines and other infrastructure that promises to provide reliable and uninterrupted power supply, and that will open up off-grid areas, e.g. the northern Kenya and parts of the coast that were hitherto never connected to the national grid. This category focuses on the efficiency of power infrastructure, and the judges were looking out for interrogative piece. If we have so many activities in the generation power, does everyone access power because of an enabling system? That was the question. And the winner in this category is David Appling from the Business Daily.
The next category
A big hand of
is this unique category. The one that is mysterious. The one that when it was mentioned, people clapped. The nuclear energy. The Kenya Nuclear Energy Board, the acting MD and CEO, Engineer Collins Juma, will be the one who will do the citation and the presentation of this. Let's give him a round of applause as he's coming over. Please, may we have the citation, please?
Thank you very much. And the citation goes, nuclear power has been identified as one of the options that will meet Kenya's growing power demand in the future. Activity towards establishment of the country's nuclear power program, development of policy, legal, and institutional framework, including compliance to international obligations, human resource and institutional capacity building, technical studies, which include site, grid, and others, and stakeholder engagement are very key to these areas. It is envisaged that nuclear electricity will be introduced to the energy mix by the year 2025 or thereabout. Nuclear energy is an intricate undertaking that involves years of preparation with critical discussions involving regulation, capacity building, development, environmental, economic, health, and social considerations. Kenya has embarked on this process. Here, quality media stories that highlight issues of the ongoing preparations, hence open up debate regarding the country's involvement in the nuclear energy were to be feted. And let me add my own. That the envelope that I'm holding, the winner is Alan Olingo of the East African, and we shall make sure that he goes to a working nuclear power plant so that he can come back and write this story better. Thank you very much.
Congratulations, Alan. Let's now move on to the oil and gas category. And for that, I'd like to invite up on stage the NOC acting CEO, Mary Jane Mwangi, to award our winning journalist in this category. Let's give her a warm hand as she joins us on stage.
Good evening. The oil and gas upstream and downstream. The subsector is charged with the responsibility of managing all petroleum operation programs in the country, including policy formulation, review of fiscal, legal, and regulatory framework, monitoring and supervision of oil and gas exploration, development, and production activities. In pursuit of this objective, entries that upload or interrogate the pipeline network, storage and loading facilities for transportation, storage, and distribution of petroleum products are to be recognized. The owner this evening, and the award winner this evening is none other than Neville Otuki, Business Daily.
The next award is Energy Policy and Regulation. This man, say this man. You are not saying it with attitude. Say it with attitude. This man. Huyu ni polisi. Akikushika uko wrong, ana cross na wewe. Yet we need him. We need him because sanity has been brought back to the sector, and we are grateful that he is the one heading. We are calling upon Engineer Joe Ngenga, who will present the Energy Regulatory Commission Award on Energy Policy and Regulation. Let's give a round of applause for one Engineer Joe Ngenga.
Citation for the energy policy and regulation. Investments in the energy sector are capital intensive and long-term in nature. Policy and regulation provide the predictability and stability which investors require in making investment decisions. They also ensure that the interests of consumers and other stakeholders are given equal attention. The scope of coverage is wide, from electrical energy, petroleum and related products, renewable energy sources, and energy efficiency. The submissions under this category should shed light on the maze of complexity involved in the regulation of the energy sector and help the public appreciate the sector's activities, plans, and programs. And the winner is Paul Wafula, the Standard.
And we'll move on to Community Relations and Energy. Rural Electrification Authority will be giving this award. And I'd like to call up on stage the Managing Director, Nganga Monyu.
Thank you. I'm here on behalf of Nganga Munyu, who's away. My name is Eric Jauko from REA. Category number 1, Community Relations in Energy. This category deals with an insight on how the energy sector, in bracket public or private, is proactively engaging with all stakeholders, including host communities, by actively involving them in all aspects of projects, as well as invest in their well-being through corporate social investment programs. Articles on enlisting stakeholder support and winning goodwill from the media by building synergies within and outside the sector to enable the realization of national goals. Thank you. And the winner is Asha Bekidusa Bahari, Bahari FM.
We are doing our 8th category. Our 8th category is unique because the world is going green and we all need to focus on that. Green initiatives. It's a category which is sponsored by the National Oil Corporation, and we are being informed that we will call upon the patron of Ejea, Engineer Kamau, to come over. We'll do both of the second runners-up and the green initiatives. So we are calling upon Engineer Kamau. Daktari, Engineer Kamau. Engineer Joseph K. Njoroge, sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen, the green initiatives. And this is the citation from my heart, that if we want to install and enhance adequate generation, which is sustainable, and when we talk about sustainable, we talk about which will live eternally. It is that product that will not be depleted with the passage of time. And that is the green initiative or the renewable energies. These are solar, wind, hydro, geothermal. All these types of green energy initiatives are such that the more we deplete them, sometimes the more they increase. They don't decrease with the time. All of them, especially when they are properly and well utilized. So it is important that we all adapt and adopt the usage of green energy. Even within our small homes, let's use solar products so that we can be able to conserve and experience sustainable energy for us. And now, the great winner of these green initiatives is, can we put our hearts together? This is Ejea Maya Hayakawa, K24.
All right, we're going into the heat of the moment. This is the top of the top of the top of the cream. And for the second runner-up, I'd like to call up on stage PS Andrew Kamau to come and award our winner. Second runner-up.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, members of the Fourth Estate, it's always difficult when there's no citation and having to deal with people who do this for a living. So I'm going to just say a few things from my heart and to congratulate all the winners and all those who have not won anything for the hard work and bringing this very difficult topic to Mwananchi. You know, the other day the CS told us he went to visit a nuclear power plant in Korea, and the people who took him around were the communications people, not engineers. So we rely on you to bridge what the engineers want to say and what the Wananchi need to hear. So with that, the winner, the second runner-up is Ruth Kea Radio Rap.
Ladies and gentlemen, the first runners-up, they're picked from the people who've already written and their works stood out. And that's why we have the second runners-up. Now we're having the first runners-up, and we are calling upon the patron again. We ask you, please do not tire. He is a patron, and he's the one who sponsors this, so we will give him special slots. And that's why you're coming in for the second time. Let's give him a round of applause. 1 PS, Dr. Joseph K. Njoroge. Karibu sana.
I have been told that this one has no citation. And again, from deep down. This is a very commendable initiative. And I want to just reiterate what Andrew has said, that you guys in the Fourth Estate